Ray Pookie, the Ray Pookie, back in the building. I noticed on one of my last videos I had a Negro. I knew he was a Negro based on the way he typed and some of the word combination usage that he left in my comment thread. He was a Negro. I knew he was. I think it was on the video of they getting sick of us. I think that was the one. But anyway, he he basically responded, "They get sick of you too. You are this and you are that and blase 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 whatever." I think I deleted the comment or whatnot. And don't want to give him any attention. He wants dialogue, but I'm not gonna dialogue with a Negro. If he knew how I live my daily life, I stay far, far, far away from the Negro. And I think y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the average black male or female that tries to do the right thing, tries to, make a living and have a decent, peaceful life. I'm not talking about them. We all should know that by now. I'm talking about that busty, crusty, dusty, lusty, musty, trust me, certified Negro. They find fault in everything, disgusted by everybody, don't contribute to anything, and entitled to everything. You attack people like me, but you won't attack others of the opposite race, although I'm not condoning that. I tell you what, man, y'all something else. I don't even want to live around you. I don't even want to talk with you. I don't even want to make eye contact with you. That's how bad I'm disgusted by the average street nigga. But you just mark my words, sooner or later, one of these days, somebody gonna hurt you. I was looking at one of those next door apps where the homeowners are posting videos of their ring cameras and things of that nature, asking the community, do you know this Negro? Every video that I watched on that app showed a Negro anywhere around 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, checking people's doorknobs to their cars to see if it's unlocked, for them to shuffle through and rummage through and see what they can get. There are not a lot of videos of showing the Negro trying to break in their house or anything like that. They're just trying to check doorknobs to see, door handles to people's cars to see if they're locked, and if they're, for those of you that don't know, if they're not locked, it's an easy hit. They rummage through your belongings. They're looking for guns, money, cards, keys, jewelry, anything that you left in there of value. Some of the Negroes I've known that have taken cell phone chargers. Most of the time, maybe not all the time, most of the time from what I've seen and heard, if that ninja rummages through your vehicle and doesn't really find anything of value, he just leaves it a mess. So you can tell somebody's been in it. It's almost like you've been violated. You can tell that the ninja is a coward. He does it in the concealment of the night. He's a coward. He feels as though everyone's asleep. So the best time for me to steal or take from my neighbor is to wait until everyone's asleep and it's dark. and then I can steal what I can steal and go about my merry way. No big deal. You're a coward. Um, most of them won't do it in your face. You know, you got some stupid fools out there that will, but most of them won't do it in your face in broad daylight because they know you. They probably get their head blown off. They probably know that. So that lets me know right there that these so-called ninjas are not real men. They're cowards. You catch them alone by yourself, you'll beat the brakes off of them. That's why you know that a lot of them run in packs. They're not alone. The other one pumps the other one up to commit a crime or to commit an act of violence because they're going off of each other's energy. But I'm gonna tell you, man, you know, we got to get out of this mindset of other races of people are racist and they just don't like us, man. It's like we refuse to look in the mirror. It's like we don't even want to look at ourselves. We're scared to look at ourselves. I don't care where you go, what neighborhood, what city that you live in, what state that you visit, social media, YouTube, whatever, TV shows. The ninja is showing you who he or she is. And they're the majority of the black community. They're not the minority, they're the majority. So the image that gives to every other group of people that are not like us is that we all act like that and we don't. They know that we don't, but it's hard sometimes to distinguish. So if you see a pack of dogs walking down the street, and some are violent and some are not, you're not gonna know who's who because they're all walking together. So normally, what people do to make understanding of life, they just kind of do a broad paintbrush on the whole race. It's just what happens. Again, I don't think it has a lot to do with racism based on the different challenges that we have in the black community. I think is what other groups of people see from us, the image that we project in the public. Television, social media is what we project. Rap music is what we project. That's what they use as a data point. It makes it difficult for you to get in certain jobs. It makes it, for some of us, it makes it difficult for some of us to gain certain positions. It makes it difficult for some of us to receive certain projects or be tasked with certain projects. People have that stigma in the back of their minds about us, and there's nothing you can do to wipe it away. What I don't condone is those of us that are upstanding citizens trying to do the right thing is we try to overly appease other groups of people to compensate from what that ninja does. And that's not going to work. It's not going to happen. You kind of selling yourself short when you do that. You just have to be yourself, show up on time, do your work. That's if you work. Treat people with respect. And you don't have, I'm not saying wait around for them to respect you. Lead with respect. A lot of times you get it back. Um, Try to follow the rules of the organization wherever you work. Stay away from trying to buck the system all the time. I mean, it's a laundry list of things that we can do just to be ourselves versus trying to overly appease to compensate for what that ninja has done, the negative stigma that a ninja has put on our race. I don't know, man. It's just ridiculous. Um, Somebody asked me the other day, do I see getting it better? When I look around at these videos on social media and the TV shows and the news, the things that's going on around the United States in different states, around me in certain cities. Only thing I got to do is ask someone to take me to MLK Boulevard, and I can kind of branch out from there where the ninjas is going to be showing their ass. But the answer to whether do I see it changing here in the near future, unfortunately, I have to say no. I do not see the ninja changing the image that we have on our community up to this. I just don't see it changing. If anything, I hate to say it, but I think it's going to get worse. I think it's going to get worse. And we're our biggest enemy. I know this married couple, they have a son that was acting a fool. He got drunk one night and acting a fool in the car and driving like a bat out of hell. His girlfriend jumped out the car because she was scared. You know, she was half drunk too. That she made a stupid decision to jump out the car. But anyway, she jumped out the car because she was scared that something bad was going to happen within the city limits. And so happened, the police happened to see the whole event take place. They do a quick pursuit behind the car, stop the guy, processed them, and arrested him ultimately for DUI and endangerment of life, reckless driving, all of that. Do you know what his mother said? And they're educated and they well-to-do people, well-to-do black people. They said the only reason my son or their son got arrested is because he was black. And that had nothing, what he did to get arrested, the event that took place, none of that mattered. All that mattered in the moment was he was arrested because he was black. That same kid, hanging out in a bad neighborhood, even though he was raised middle class, hanging out in a bad neighborhood looking for drugs, like weed and stuff. This was years back. He was, I guess, the ninjas in the neighborhood sniffed him out, knew that he was a square, robbed him at gunpoint, slapped him, threw him to the ground and stole his wallet, took out his money and anything else he had. I think he had credit cards in there. Took everything else out and threw the wallet on him and left. He called his mammy, crying, talking about, come get me. I was just robbed, blah, 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 and assaulted. And they asked, who did it? He told it was some nigga down here in the neighborhood on such and such street in such and such community. You know what happened with that? They didn't even call the police. There was no statements of racism, nothing. They didn't even call the police. They didn't even bother to call the police. I don't know, man. I just see things getting worse before they get better. That's just my opinion.